What up, Dokkanners? I have some bad news for global Dokkan players. If you are veteran players who have been on top of your content 24/7 when new units came out, when new EZAs came out, then you are probably in the same situation like me. If you're a new player, you can disregard this video. This video is explaining the situation on global where players might ultimately be missing out on 9 free Dragonstones because global Dokkan's incompetence and inability to plan out their missions accordingly. We've had a series of missions dating back to the new year of 2023 called the Extreme Growth Challenge missions, or whatever, growth special missions. These guys right here. These missions have been around since the new year, and they have been incrementally giving us more and more to do throughout, and the ultimate end date is Saiyan Day. So you've got a couple of days left until all of these missions go away. The problem is that based on the amount of EZA missions that they demand of you, if you're not a new player, you have not been given enough EZAs in the time given that these missions had released to accommodate all of these missions when they happen. So let me go through what I'm trying to explain here. Part 1, this is a 4-part mission set. Part 1, AGL and INT missions were available. Part 2, Tech and STR missions were available. Part 3, Physical was available. And then Part 4, an Extreme Z area was asked of you to complete. So all of these have created some problems all throughout, honestly, because during this whole journey from New Year's all the way until now, the fact that they gave us these missions the way that they did really messed with global Dokkan players, including myself. I made videos theorizing, okay, we received a Gogeta EZA AGL during the New Year's celebration, but we didn't receive an INT EZA. Gohan and Cell LR EZAs dropped on JP, but they didn't drop on global. Why is that? Because the EZA missions are right here. So you would think that both global and JP would receive the same EZAs. There were just so many complications that came from this that it created more problems than it actually helped. The goal of this is to help new players ingratiate themselves into Dokkan by doing these missions incrementally. The way that they executed this was absolutely stupid. What they should have done was they should have had every single type's EZA progression happen at the same rate. Give 7 steps of Extreme Z Awakenings to each and every type from part 1. That way, 1 TUR of each type needs to be done. Or maybe do 3 steps or something like that if you want to be like fancy with it and spread it out throughout the entirety of this whole series. But they didn't do it. They put AGL and INT in part 1, which means that the Broly EZA that you did during New Year didn't count. This physical Broly EZA did not count for any mission because the physical EZA mission only released on the 15th of February. So this is basically the problem that continued throughout the months following. So if we looked at February 1st, which is the Kid Goku Dokkan Festival, that is part 2. Part 2, STR and Tech were available. So let's go to the Kid Goku Dokkan Festival celebration. We scroll through here, what EZAs were available? Again, this is for veteran players, not new players. Y'all had 1,000,001 things to do, so this was not a problem for you. But if you're a veteran player, what the example that I'm providing is that you have done every single bit of content that had already existed. Your only source of new content is the new stuff. That's it. So if we're looking through the Kid Goku Dokkan Festival here, let's see what we've got. We have got the Baba Shop TURs, and then we also got the LR Godku EZA and the Kid Goku INT EZA. So first of all, the INT Kid Goku EZA and the LR Godku EZA, that's 3 steps for the Godku, 7 steps for the INT Goku, Kid Goku. These guys released on the 8th of February. So, I mean, about a month, 2 months after, about a month after the INT EZA missions came out, you could have technically taken care of it, which is just mind-boggling. They should have already been available when these missions came out, but that's besides the point, I guess. So now let's talk about the Baba Shop TURs. Every single type is accounted for. INT, Physical, AGL, STR, Tech. All 5 types can receive EZAs, meaning all 5 of these TURs can get 7 steps completed. By this point, the missions that were available, you were able to get 7 steps on AGL, you were able to get 7 steps on INT, you were able to get 7 steps on STR and Tech. But you were not able to get the EZA for the Physical. Why? Because this mission was mysteriously still dated for a week later. Meaning, if you're someone like me who is eager to play the new content, you already completed these EZAs the first week that they came out, the 8th of February, and the 7 days that follow, you probably finished these EZAs, which meant the Nappa's progress did not count towards the physical EZAs. And that's ultimately where we are now, because now that we're in the Bardock Dokkan Festival celebration, about to end it, the EZAs that we received during this celebration: Int Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, STR Super Saiyan 2 Bardock, Tech Super Saiyan Bardock, and Physical Super Saiyan Bardock. That only gives you 7 Extreme Z Awakening steps, meaning if you were on top of the content when it came out, you have 7 out of 10 completed. You don't have all 10 done. And that is the problem. That is the frustrating realization that people are coming to with this situation. And the reason why I don't like this, and I'm a little upset by this, is because players who don't follow social media, who don't watch Dokkan tubers or watch YouTube in general and just simply play this game, some people might have just simply thrown this out of their mind and just forgotten about it. They did what they were supposed to, and then they said, you know what? We need to get 3 more steps of an Extreme Z Awakening. Dokkan will surely give that to us before this is over. And maybe you forgot. Maybe you just didn't do it. So that means that some of you guys will be missing on this: 3 stones for clearing part 3, 3 stones for clearing part 4, 3 stones for clearing all of these missions. That's 9 dragon stones that you're missing. That's unacceptable. And that is all entirely because of Dokkan's poor planning and ineptitude. 2 days left until this goes away. I don't think they're going to be announcing another physical EZA. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think that they're going to be retroactively extending these missions, because I believe these missions are also slated to end on the JP side of the game. Let me actually switch over and see if those missions are actually still around for JP, because both of these mission sets happen on both versions. So let me actually switch here. Let's go to JP. Let's take a look. And do they have any growth missions? I don't even think they have it. They might already be done with it. Yeah, they might be done with it. Let's go to old. Let's see if the missions are here. I mean, dude, I can't find it. Oh, here we go. Growth missions. Is this the one? Whatever. Point is, this is unacceptable. This is not how it should have been played out. It should have all been done in a timely fashion that allowed people to get all of these EZA missions completed. Even veteran players who may not necessarily have every single character, they should have been able to get these EZA missions done. But the fact of the matter is, you're going to have to do the dirty work yourself. You're going to have to go into your box. You're going to have to find another physical unit to Extreme Z Awaken to get those final 3 steps. So we'll talk about that in just a second. The other one that also needs to be done is the Extreme Z area. During the Bardock Dokkan Festival celebration, when the Part 4 mission came out, clear Extreme Z area 3 times, 228. Assuming you are a veteran player, once again, someone who has done all of the content that previously existed, you have not done an Extreme Z area since the Bardock celebration came out. If we look through the celebration details, there is no new Extreme Z area. There is only the Ginyu and Bardock team EZ areas returning, and the Cooler, Meta Cooler, and the Kid Gohan Goku Extreme Z area. All of these are returning events. These are not new events, meaning they are already done, which is why I have not completed this mission right here. I have to go do that. And then there was one other mission that I actually just completed before recording this video, and that is this one right here. Burst mode also has a problem. So if you guys may recall, I did a video on burst mode back when it came out, explaining how it works, how to best set up for an STR Space Traveler team or whatever, Terrifying Conquerors, and I completed seemingly all missions at the time. This one is not part of the burst mode set. This is actually a part of the normal set. Burst mode has its own set. You would think it would be in here, but it's not. It's part of the growth challenge missions. Why? Because they want the new players to experience burst mode. Now take a look at the mission here. Select burst mode with the condition 450 or less team cost, including the friend character, and clear stage 1 of the Dokkan event, the Bojack event, on Super 2. Okay, let's go do that. Here's the problem. I just had to complete that mission before recording this video. Why? Because it said that I didn't do it. Here's what happened. If you were to select all of the various multipliers, which is what I did in my video, I chose this in the video, 400 or less team cost. Now, any person with a brain and any sort of basic logical sense can understand that 450 or less and 400 or less are virtually in the same department, right? If you select 450 or less, 400 is inside that bracket. 400 is less than 450. So I picked this assuming that would clear that mission, but it didn't. I had to go back in and select 450 or less specifically to get that mission taken care of. Again, poor design on their part. When you create these missions, you need to have those parameters set where if somebody picks an option that isn't explicitly what you said, but still falls in that same category, it should still count, which is why I shouldn't have had to do this another time, but I had to get that mission done. So if you are wondering why these missions are not done on your game, it is because you're not alone. Other people are dealing with this as well. I've spoken to Kawai, prominent French Dokkan tuber. I've spoken to Proton, our very own local Pokedex. I've spoken to Harry Turney. You guys may know who is the admin or the guy who created DokkanInfo.com. Nobody knows why Dokkan is the way that it is on the global side with these missions. Nobody knows. People have been talking about this on Reddit, apparently. People have been bringing this up to other people. In fact, some of you guys have even mentioned it in my videos, which I'm still catching up on comments, so apologies. But I've seen those comments at a glance, and I saw it. And I noticed that, you know what? It's true. And I even said to myself, as these missions were happening, I dismissed it. I said, you know what? Dokkan will ultimately give us the EZAs that are needed to accommodate all of these missions. They didn't do it. We've got 2 days left until this goes away, 2 days left until these 9 Dragonstones disappear, and they are not going to be dropping a final EZA 1 day before it's over, right? That's not how it works. So you have to get the job done yourself. If we look at the EZAs that are left to release, the only one that could have dropped early was the physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, what's ironic about this is the reason why it didn't drop earlier is because of the unusual nature of the global Dokkan timeline. So for those of you who are proponents of Global and JP being on the same schedule, you're gonna like this part. The reason why we didn't get that Super Saiyan 3 Goku EZA is because it's associated with the Stage 30 Quest Mode update, which dropped during the Rising Dragon Carnival banner during the Yamcha Part 2 on JP. But since we got this on Global way earlier, we had just received the Quest 29 update, which means they couldn't give us the Quest 30 update as well. So as a result, Super Saiyan 3 Goku remained back here in the Yamcha celebration, but the rest of the celebration moved up. And so because of that confusion, I think the missions got screwed up. And these missions also dropped on JP. So like, you know, people tend to rag on Global. I try not to, you know, promote that sort of negativity on the channel. But in this particular case, I can't help but agree. This is just Global incompetence at its finest. They didn't plan for the fact that global scheduling is different. They simply just kept all the missions the same, just like JP had it, which is not how this works. So if you're a global player who has not completed these missions, you are going to have to take the time to do it yourself. Here's what you can do. Go to your character list, select physical, obviously, and then there's a little tab in the middle here that says Awakening. Click the middle button that says Extreme Z Awakening. This will show all of your characters in your box, if you have any, to spare, that have yet to be Extreme Z Awakened. So take the time to get one of these units Extreme Z Awakened, so that way you can finish that mission. Now, you also have to complete the Extreme Z Area 3 times missions, so to do both, I would recommend that you guys actually get this unit right here. He's free to play. You don't have to summon to get him. You can run through an event to get him, and he's pretty easy to level up. This Kid Gohan is available on the story event that is currently available on the Dokkan Festival Bardock celebration, and his Extreme Z area is also available. Oftentimes, sometimes, you know, when people are looking for various Extreme Z areas, they can't find it because it had just come out, it went away, and then it won't come back for a little while. Thankfully, this one is around. So go to that story event and farm it out. So let me actually show you how to do that. Let's go to the story event right here. I know this is a lengthy video to talk about all this, but I know some of you guys are dealing with this, and I want to make sure that I'm very clear in helping you guys get this done, because I would hate to find out on a stream following this celebration that some of y'all missed out on 9 Dragonstones because of Dokkan's stupid mission planning. So let's go down here, skip past the Bardock and the Ginyu units. This event right here. So go to this, go to stage 2, get the Gohan taken care of. Go to stage 3, get his medals to Dokkan Awaken him. Then take that unit onto the Extreme Z area stage in the challenge section, along with the team that you need. Go to stage 1, that is the Gohan Goku unit, and run through the stamina 12 6 times, run through the stamina 25 6 times to get the various medals that you need, and you will be done. You will clear the Extreme Z area mission 3 times. You will also be able to accommodate 7 steps Extreme Z Awakening for that Kid Gohan again, and you will finish this mission, and then you will ultimately finish all of this stuff. So that is your fix for Global Dokkan's stupidity. I wish there was another way to do it. If by some miracle they actually end up extending these missions, that would be awesome. I think that they owe it to us. Either that or they give us the stones that we would have had. At least the players who didn't complete these missions, they should be given those stones because they couldn't get it, because there was no unit to Extreme Z Awaken. So I hope that they do right with this. If they don't, well, hopefully you saw this video and you were warned in advance. But that's it. I'm going to wrap this up. No more negativity. On to Sunday. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments if you guys were aware of this issue a few days earlier. Did you guys already take care of this? What unit did you duplicate EZA for? Have you already completed all these missions? Just talk to me. Let me know what you guys did for all of this, including the burst mode mission. Don't forget to do that. And let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know I want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned. Why'd the music stop? Oh, the song ended. Thank you so much for watching. It ended again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.